wede nita oshun. Ide wede nita iya. Ide wede nita oshun. Ide wede nita iya. O jeke niwa nita oshun. Jeke nita iya. Ide wede. My mother's house. My mother's house is a river. I am lured to her door and immediately I am humbled. It is here she administers her cool water cure, abundantly pure. I see my face in hers clearly. My mother is a mirror, and when I am real still and quiet, she shows me her secrets. My mother, the diviner, oh royal and divine one, shine your golden rays across our faces. Trace our insides with your light. Allow me flight on your wings. Carry me to the feet of the Father, to a place much farther than the sun. Take me to the land my ancestors come from. Show me how you spoke peace to 5 women chained and bound in Zanzibar with iron so heavy and tight around their necks their heads almost collapsed, but at the mere remembrance of your essence they survived. Tell me how you spilled from the eyes of Anastasia in Brazil when her mouth was filled with metal for urging others to break free of their fetters. Oh, you mother, you better to me sometimes than I am to myself. Fan me with your feathers. Make sweet the pad. Make me forget I ever had a problem. My mama will take any obstacle, will wrap it up in the finest gold, throw it over her shoulder, real brave and bold. In just a matter of minutes, you watch a healing unfold. I swear my mama is a miracle. And I can't say enough times that when you come to my mother, oh, you better come smart, because her honey is sweet, but that blade is sharp. Oh, perfect protector of children, great defender of women, gracious lover of men. She comes to serve you her love on a platter. Eat up. Oh, there is plenty more where that came from. She is the generous one who prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow. My mama is a leader, a champion, a queen. Come, let her hide you. Come and get your feed, and you can stay till you are full. When you are here, there's plenty room in my mama's house. I am humbled and honored to be in such a holy space. I place you high, mama. Glad that I'm one of your daughters. You anoint my head with your waters and my cup runneth over, and before you know it, oh, I am back at your door to offer a salute and give you thanks once more. Okay. Yeah. With anguish, backs bent with burden. It's for those who live between the lines of fear and confusion. It's for those whose eyes have witnessed a sunrise and they still question the awesome power of a supreme being. All right. It's for those against the wall, or in the dust, or behind the bars, or on the other side of the barrel. It's for those who do not see God in the mirror, or a tree, or a blade of grass, a homeless man, a crescent moon, a drop of dew, a ray of sun, or a purple sky. It is for those who have given up on life and just wonder how they are still allowed to open their eyes real wide in the morning. And I say to you, it is not yet time to die. For seekers of a better way, for speakers of new words, for creators of another day, awake from your slumber, massive in number, as brave as thunder, as courageous as hope, as audacious as faith. I see heaven in your face. How does it feel just knowing that wherever you go, the holiest of holies is present in the form of you? This is for you. It's for your worth. It's nothing less than divine. I say this for all of those who survive, who get up, who scream even when the takers try and zap their dreams, who shout no, who cry yes, who feel the glory of victory boiling in their chests. It's for the lovers of love, for thinkers of peace, for workers of justice, filled hands of freedom, whose voices ring high when vibrations are low. It's for the tillers of the earth and the seeds they sow. Grow big, grow long, grow up, grow high, rise and take your stands, because it is not yet time to die. I got so much to say. I'm going to hurry up and just kind of go through stuff. They told me, look, you got X amount of time, you just got to hurry up and do stuff. So that's what we're going to do. In honor of our ancestors. Great ancestors, you are breath. You are bridge. You carry us over tumultuous time. You who can hear and answer with quick remedy, you are ready before we ask. You who can speak through tongues trunks of trees and fire and water, this earth cannot hold you. We pound the ground and you appear, O ancient ones. You who can make lightning strike with the flick of a skirt. You who can make tornado turn with the spin and span of hips, take us there, to the place of knowing, to the hall that leads to the doorway of you, O holy ones. You of the first light. You who know the potential of possibility pulsing in the dark, deliver us unto our gifts. You who have sunlight in your fingertips, touch our drums, make us hear the rising, make us move a steady stump, a choir of voices so majestic, heaven hides us in a tapestry of light, oh we are stars, blankets of wonder, sky bright eyes seeing the invisible, visible. You who have returned, you have turned our faces so that we see ourselves, and we have found you again in places we would have never imagined. You make our limits infinitely long, our visions clearer with eyes closed, and even there, you still stand in full color, vibrant and eager to serve. Now they come. They come coffled and cuffed, their feet heavy with uncertainty. You can hear them breathing from miles away, shallow and short. Tethered souls don't know how to breathe deep, and auction blocks do not lend to comfortability, naked and frigid. Tall babies smooth like skin, lathered up real good to conceal any wounds. Now, you know massa like I'm free from disease, or at least appear to be quiet. You know massa like I'm silent, and blocks do not lend to protest or chatter. Chattel have no say. Just smile big, show them pearly teeth, stretch, long, push, pull, parade, rope, fold over, wide open. Let us see from behind how much you are worth, how well you can work, how familiar, ancient, and new. New is new, niggas for sale, fresh cargo. It's new niggas for sale, a lively stock. Don't you see it? Can't you hear it? In the whistle of the wind and the howl of the breeze and the pour of the rain. Can you taste it? Sugar cane, sweet indigo, rich rum like intoxicating. There is something about suffering that makes men mad and makes others money. Something about others doing your dirty work that somehow seems to keep your hands clean and your conscience clear, clever. Or can't you smell it? Oh, it's in the seasoning. Something that makes them more tender, much more palatable, more suitable for enslavement. There is something in the breaking of a spirit that makes a better slave. Can't you feel it? In the thickness of injustice, in the gaze of despair, the click clank of cup, they come coffled off the good ship. Jesus. Yes. It's the longest trip for the Africans, where rich men play with the lives of humans every day. Oh yes, there is something. There is something about suffering that makes men mad and makes others rebel. A hunting we will go. A hunting we will go. Oh, hi, hold the derry-o. A hunting we will go. While the pigs, they take your parts. Pigs, they take your parts. Hi, hold the derry-o. A hunting we will go. Or the rats, they take the cheese. Or the rats still take the cheese. Hi, hold the derry-o. The rats still take the cheese. While the women, they all wail. While the women, they all wail. Oh, hi, hold the derry-o. The women, they all wail, while the grave, it eats her child. The grave, it eats her child. Hi, hold the derry-o. The grave, it eats her child. While all the sheep are in the streets. While all the sheep are in the streets. Hi, hold the derry-o. The sheep are in the streets. And the pigs, still take your parts. The pigs still take your parts. Hi, hold the derry-o. The pigs still take your parts. Now how many more examples of destruction will it take for us to lift this veil of ignorance that drapes our faces? We place hands over ears, eyes closed, marked mute, walk dead. Have to, because they shoot before we speak. But when you know the truth of what they do to those who refuse to believe in the lies they feed, now it's either we would crawl and give in feeling helpless under the pressure, or we would remember. We would remember how to walk like warriors. Our feet are on the shoulders of giants, how we've conquered chaos before. We've compromised our divinity far too long, and all at the hands of an oppressive entity that deliberately aims to kill. And still they will use poison and steel, or cotton and fields. Take trillions of dollars, pollute all the water, destroy everything from Phoenix to Florida. Then still find time to pimp your daughter or sodomize your son. Turn two parents into one, and one is never enough in this world of too much. Oh, here is a classic equation. Divide up a family, multiply mommy's movements, because daddy done move what no responsibility can ever find him. Add in depression and bitterness, subtract the encouragement, then you watch the percentages fill up the prisons. You see me a master mathematician. Exponents of confusion. We be choosing debt as if there are no other options left or right, up or down. Shiftless vagabonds roaming around searching for something, safe seeking, never finding or recognizing the space inside that soft, quiet sound that doesn't compete with the crowd of voices or the violent volume. It here is the value of you. So now this is like a vowel. It's standing in the midst of clanging consonants. It's constant. It's a kind reminder of the connection of us when so often we have been picked apart, separated, and sorted as casual as laundry. After all they say, we should never mix the colors and the whites, right? Okay, now on the other hand, there was a time when Mr. always preferred Mammy over the Mrs. Forced crinkled fingers in crevices too sacred to mention, and though this has happened time and time again now, she still flinches at the scent and sight. But this time, this time, she placed something inside whereby twilight on the third night of the fourth week he would be gone. I know y'all know about this. Okay, well, by twilight on the third night of the fourth week he would be gone, and no one would miss him, not even his children. Herein is the power of the medicine men. It's the gree of the conjure within them who make charms that ward off harm, them fighters forming freedom around their feet, so that wherever they walk, their souls will know that liberation lives wherever they go, and wherever they go, the Spirit of God is them who see the pattern of God in the stars, whether that be in the sky or in your eyes, them like-bodied beings speaking love in an atmosphere filled with fear. Oh, here they come, lips laced with prayer, bearing gifts given by the great one who gives the best gifts. They lift their hands in gratitude, bidding us to rise. They call us to our higher selves. They remind us we can fly, or just feel with a slighting situation again. Not to declare war, all in the name of peace again and again and again and again and again and again and again. But then again, my God, thanks be to God, there are them who can rouse us from our drowsiness, who save us from our haphazardness, who assist in realigning our energies with heavenly elements, and there are skeptics who will balk. Oh, now there she go with that dreamer talk. As if every masterpiece didn't first start from just a thought. If only we could see through the eyes of our hearts and go straight to the matter, eliminate the rhetoric, strip everything down to its natural essence, and it is there we will find the answer. The greatest, the only example, and by far the most revolutionary weapon we all have, and that, dear family, is love. Thank you for listening.